I want to say thank you very much for coming out here and listening to what I have to say. I'm doing a speech for communications. My name is James Carter. My speech is over the effects of television violence and what it does to our young children's impressionable minds. When you combine the television violence with our children's impressionable minds, they're bound to become more aggressive. This is what research shows. This is what their studies show over a period of time. As early as the 1950s, they've done research on this. They have compiled facts and statistics regarding the behavior of our children and our young teens, and how the violent nature of television program has a damaging effect on them mentally and emotionally. Parent Television Council states that 54% of kids have TVs in their room. I know my kids have TVs in their room. 44% say that they watch something different when their parents are not around than when they are around. 77% of all children say that there's too much sex before marriage on television. This is coming from children. If children are recognizing this, then we have to ask ourselves, is this a problem? And this is what the research shows. In March 20th of 2005, Time Magazine polled 53% of respondents said that they think the FCC should place stricter controls and broadcast channels depicting sex and violence. 68% believe that the entertainment industry has lost touch with viewers' morale standards. 66% said that there is too much violence in open-air TV. 58% said there's too much cursing, and 50% said that there is too much sexual content on TV. So when you compile all this evidence together, it just kind of shows, after research has been done, that at least half of the people polled agree with the fact that there is too much violence on television. Some even more than half. Kong In Sung writes that there is a connection in television violence and aggression with boys and not in girls due to the different television programs that they watch. His article that he writes, Research Links TV Violence and Aggression, but Not in Girls, he quotes Dr. Dmitry Krisniks, and pediatrician researcher with the Seattle Children's Hospital Research Institute and professor of the University of Washington School of Medicine. Dr. Dmitry's research shows that between on-screen violence and subsequent violent behavior is as strong as evidence as smoking causes lung cancer. To arrive at their findings, the research establishes a definition of violent shows that involve fighting, wrestling, and even hostile language in a lot of the shows that boys watch. And then his research also shows that when girls watch television, they watch things along the lines of Princess, Scooby-Doo. So there's a difference in the nature of the television shows of violence-wise. Power Rangers for boys, where there's a lot of swords and shooting and fighting, and then you have, Powerpuff Girls who fly around and save people and things of that nature. When all the research has been done, the seen television violence and children's violence is linked in some way. When looking at all the facts, as parents, start to say enough is enough. Do we or do we not? Do we allow other people to set guidelines for our children, or do we do it ourselves? I believe that we should do our parts as parents and take the time out and see exactly what it is that our children are watching, and maybe put stricter guidelines on our children ourselves, and not allow it to be up to research and study, even though that it does show that it does have an effect on our children. Thank you very much for coming out and listening.